Incredible operation by Ukrainian intelligence. Counterattack continues. When states are at peace, they use tools such as diplomacy and politics in international relations, but when a state of war emerges, weapons start to speak. The chaotic environment brought about by the war causes the states to carry out strategic operations to protect the interests of their own country. Quantitatively, disadvantaged armies act according to the doctrine of war. Offensive and defensive positions in war conditions are also factors that change the mobility of armies. The key element is the ability to act strategically. The strategic operations focus on maximizing the efficiency of the attacks against the enemy. The main idea is to destroy the targets and complete the operation without any casualties. These targets may be a military facility, a port, a fuel depot, or an important official. Intelligence plays a crucial role in operations when the enemy is unprepared. Based on the information provided by the intelligence, military units take action. A strong communication network between the intelligence and the military is essential. If this communication network cannot be established, the chances of the success in the operation are very low. Ukrainian intelligence has carried out an important work in the conflict zone since the Russian invasion. Ukrainian intelligence, which wants to liberate its country from the Russian occupation, has been working in the field with all its units since the first day. Especially in recent periods, when Ukrainian counterattacks have intensified, we have seen the impacts of the Ukrainian intelligence on the front line. Ukrainian intelligence, which has shown such great developments in a short time, surprised the whole world. Acting together with the Ukrainian army, intelligence officials use technological elements effectively. Ukrainian intelligence, which actively uses unmanned aerial vehicles in both reconnaissance and attack activities, does not lose personnel in strategic operations. However, it gives Russia a hard time with its sphere of the influence. In recent days, Ukrainian intelligence carried out another incredible operation. A critical person, known to be close to Putin, was neutralized thanks to the operation organized by the Ukrainian intelligence. Now, if you're ready, let's examine the details of the operation together. The operations in the occupied regions of Ukraine continue unabated. The struggle on the front line is also being fought in the occupied territories. Ukrainian troops who want to clear the settled Russian troops from the cities continue their attacks. In the past days, an important operation was organized by Ukrainian intelligence in a region under Russian occupation. Vladimir Malov, a Russian official and known for his close relationship with Vladimir Putin, died after the car he was in exploded. Vladimir Malov was the local branch secretary of the United Russian Party in the Kherson Oblast, a region in southern Ukraine just north of the Black Sea and the Dnieper River. The region has been under Russian occupation since early last year, when Ukraine regained part of its counteroffensive last fall. The United Russian Party is known for being a conservative political party operating in Russia. It also holds a majority of seats in the Duma, the Russian parliament, and it is the largest political party in the country. The operation took place in the city of Nova Kakhovka, about 53 miles east of the administrative center of the region. After the operation, Russian locals said that Malov was taken to hospital in extremely serious conditions and that doctors were fighting to save his life. According to local sources, Malov died in hospital despite all the interventions. Russian authorities have launched a detailed investigation. However, there is an information that it was an operation organized by Ukrainian intelligence. Ukrainian intelligence organized serious operations against local collaborators after the Russian invasion. Local officials who cooperate with the Russians are neutralized by Ukrainian intelligence. Commenting on the issue, officials say that anyone who does not respect Ukraine's struggle will suffer the consequences. In the process that started with the occupation of Ukraine, many people working for Russia were neutralized. We have touched on these issues in news we published in the past days. The work and research of the Ukrainian intelligence continues and seems to continue until there is not a single Russian occupier left on the Ukrainian territory. In order to gain the upper hand in the counterattacks operations, the Ukrainian army has been spying on the weak points of the Russian troops. Ukrainian intelligence makes important contributions during this surveillance. According to the information we have obtained from local sources, there is a serious flow of information from the Russian army to Ukrainian intelligence. Russian commanders and intelligence officials are complaining about the insider informations. However, no findings were obtained as a result of the investigations. This situation is seen as a result of the serious work of Ukrainian intelligence. As the Ukrainian counterattacks continue, the resistance of the Russian troops is breaking down. Research and analysis of the latest situation of the Russian troops makes important points. Recent months have seen an intensification of small drone strikes in western Russia, with several even reaching Moscow and causing damage in the capital. Meanwhile, a major attacks on occupied Crimea has become commonplace as naval vessels and advanced cruise missiles targeted key Russian defense and naval facilities. In Crimea and the Black Sea, the Ukrainian military is achieving success through staged operations. While Ukrainian commanders are storming the peninsula and engaging Russian troops and facilities there, other Ukrainian forces are searching for the destroying valuable radars and air defense cities that protects Crimea's strategic importance. These include Sevastopol, the center of the beleaguered Black Sea Fleet and the pivotal point of the Russian power on the peninsula. In recent weeks, Ukraine, with its conventional navy and limited air force, has heavily damaged 2 more Russian ships, including a Kilo-class submarine, and destroyed the Black Sea Fleet headquarters. In recent satellite images show that most of the fleet and the ships carried out Moscow's prized caliber cruise missiles have been moved from Sevastopol. It is well known that Moscow sees Crimea as a strategic base. But with the recent attacks on Ukraine, Crimea is no longer a base for Russia. Crimea, which could be shaken by a new Ukrainian attack at any moment, faces the possibility of the Russian occupation ending soon. Ukrainian authorities say they will do their best to liberate Crimea from the occupation as well. They say that there can be no treaties or negotiations under any circumstances where Russians are present on the Ukrainian territory. News from the front continues to provide information about the Ukrainian offensive. In the statements made by the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, new information from the front line was shared. The Ukrainian army continues its counteroffensive operations on the Bakhmut axis. East of Andriivka, the Donetsk region is consolidating its operations and achieving success. In addition, Ukrainian missiles units hit 9 Russian artillery units, 1 enemy fuel depot, 1 Russian radar station, 1 Russian electronic warfare station, 1 Russian communications unit, 1 Russian anti-aircraft missile systems, and 1 Russian heavy flamethrower system. It is known that the fighting has intensified and news from the area is being quickly assessed. What do you think about the operation of the Ukrainian intelligence? How do you think Ukrainian intelligence is dealing with Russian collaborators? How do you assess the situation of the Russian troops, and how do you think Russia's losses can be interpreted? We care about your opinion. Please share it with us.